Okay, so we got a little Jazz and Nova playing in the background. I was thinking today I'm going to talk about belief systems because it's been this reoccurring thought in my mind. I was just taking a shower, getting all clean, scrubbing in the water, and I always get these good ideas when I'm in the shower. I don't take a shower very often, so when I do, all this water running over me and nice, warm or cold, however you like to take your shower, I just standing there butt naked and you're like, all right, thoughts just come, you know. You always think really hard when you're in the shower. I don't know if it's just me, but so I'm taking the shower and I'm remembering it was this Christmas event, or actually, it was Thanksgiving. My bad. It was Thanksgiving, and my whole entire life, I've been I've been really slow at like doing dishes. You know, my dad will be like, "All right, time to do the dishes." So I start scrubbing the dishes, and he'll come in like an hour later. He'll be like, "Jesus, what are you doing? Dishes still aren't done. Like, how can this take you so long? Your mother have them done 20 minutes. 20 minutes. You take an hour and a half, and you're not even halfway done. Like, what's going on?" And I'm just thinking, I'm like, what is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just slow at dishes or whatever. Jesus, man. I need to get a. I got an idea. All right. So I have this this thing where this belief system in my life where I'm slow at dishes. I've been reassured my whole life. You're not quick. You're slow. You're slow at dishes, and the time has proved to that to be true. I don't really do dishes that quickly, and so this is this belief system I've created in my life that I'm not quick at doing these dishes and stuff. This is just a silly example, but it's very real and it's a perfect example to me. So I'm at this Thanksgiving event with my family, and they are, we're all eating. There's so many people. My family is so massive, like a bunch of rabbits. We all breed. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I got a big family, and there's 50, 100 table settings, and everybody's eating. There's all these dishes being passed around, all this food everywhere. And I'm just thinking, man, there's gonna be a lot of dishes after this, and of course, we're all drinking wine, we're hanging out. I come into the kitchen after we're done eating. My Aunt Trisha's in there scrubbing away at these dishes. She's always been like one to just like rock out the dishes or like whatever. If there's cleaning to do, she'll clean in 2 seconds, she's done. And it's looking good, and it's like, it's just said and done real quick. And for me, at least as far as I've believed, and I've led myself to believe, I'm really slow at stuff like this. Like, I take my sweet ass time. And my dad points over at my Aunt Trisha. He says, "You see her over there doing those dishes?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, and then I'm looking at him and I just start laughing. I'm like, what? I'm like, he's like, you should watch her or something like that. He's like, you should watch her. He's like, you see her doing those dishes? I'm like, what? Cause I'm slow? Cause I'm slow as shit? She's quick, I should study her. Is that what you're saying? And he's like, no. He's like, not at all. I was just telling you to look at her do the dishes. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And he's like, is that what you think though? Is that what the first thing you thought of was that, that you're slow and blah, blah, blah? He's like, I didn't say anything about that. He's like, that was just you talking about that. And I was like, oh, that's really true. He's like, there's a reason that, that's the first thing you think of. You should pay attention to that. And he just kind of like walked away. I was like, all right, what the heck? So what I realized is I'm absolutely the one who has this belief system about me and being a slow dishwasher and not being able to get them done. So when somebody says something like, oh, like, look at her do the dishes, when all they're really saying is maybe like, something completely separate from me and my idea that I'm the slow dishwasher. So like, look at her, like, look at how quick she is, you slow ass. Like, no, that's really not what's going on in this person's mind that's telling me to watch her do the dishes. They're really just saying, maybe they think that they do the dishes weird or they do the dishes really smoothly or like they have a good system in the sink set up to scrub them out quick or whatever, but it has nothing to do with me and my slow dishes. This is really just what I was thinking because that's my belief system. My belief system my whole life has been that I'm this slow dishwasher. So when somebody says something to me about dishes, the first thing I'm thinking of is like, oh, you know I'm a slow dishwasher. You've always been giving me shit about being a slow dishwasher. You must be trying to tell me something about, her and her dishwashing skills. Pay attention to her, learn from her. But the reality is he wasn't even talking about that. That was completely what I created in my mind, what I made up. So by this belief system idea the truth is everybody is living in their own world. There's, 7 billion people on this planet, but each one of us is on a different world. I mean, we're completely in our own minds, and what we take, what we accept, what we hear, is completely what we create, because somebody could say something that completely offends one person because of a belief system they hold. And then somebody else could say something and it's the most delightful thing you've ever heard. And it's like, why is that? Well, it's because of what you decided is your reality. And what you decide of your reality is really what's going on up here and what you're thinking about. And when you're lost in the thought, when you've created enough belief systems to where people are saying things and you're taking it this way and you're taking it this way, you're finding offense, you're finding, maybe jealousy, maybe you're finding happiness, whatever it may be, you're the only one experiencing that. There's nobody else. You never know how somebody is going to take something that you say. You could say, have a great day. And you have no idea what they went through yesterday, and they could be like, have a great day. That asshole, man, Jesus, he doesn't know about me. What a... And it's like, no. I'm just saying, have a great day. My intentions were good. I didn't mean to make you mad. But then you could say, have a great day to the next dude walking by, and he's just like, oh, man, thanks so much, dude. I had the greatest day ever, dude. Thank you, dude. High five. And everything's good. It's all how you take it. It's all in your head. You need to start analyzing what your belief systems are and start to pay attention to them, because this little dishes thing has been buzzing through my head. My dad's such a clever little dude. All he said is, hey, look at your Aunt Trisha. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I do dishes so slow. She's so fast, blah, blah. Oh, it's because I'm so slow, right? He's like, no, I just told you to look at your Aunt Trisha. Pay attention to why you're thinking like that. And I'm like, holy cow. So smart. It's so brilliant. Just pay attention to why you think the way you do. I'm not saying, change it today. I'm not even saying change it at all. I'm just saying start paying attention. You don't have to take offense into what everybody says. Everybody else is in their own little world that has nothing to do with you, literally. I mean, to an extent it can, but that's a whole nother topic. Pretty much, that was just my little thought. Belief systems. Why do you think the way you do? Pay attention to it, because it's interesting, and you can really change your world when you start to break down your belief systems. And maybe if I was more open and I'd never been a crappy dishwasher in my mind, then when my dad said that, I would have been, maybe I would have got a whole different message and paid attention to something, and I actually maybe would have learned something from her, or something totally new could have happened, a whole new experience. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking for these new experiences, traveling around my life, buzzing, feeling it all out. And I'm just trying to, help anybody that wants to listen. So if you're here listening, I'm happy. Hope I didn't bore you too bad. 9 minutes in talking about belief systems, and I told you a story about Thanksgiving, but that's me. So have a beautiful day. Peace.